from booze.
Put your hands behind your back.
No, I don't want to.
Do you want to go to jail with
No.
multiple charges?
No.
Put your hands behind your back.
To abuse.
I'm one of the people that saw Ms. Zamora and my friend touch each other. Ms. Zamora was in there and they had sex. He told me that we had sex.
These teachers crossed every line. Prepare to be outraged as we expose 7 shocking cases of school teachers' dirty secrets. We kick things off with a teacher who got way too cozy with a student. Trust us, this case is gonna blow your mind. Brittany got busted by the cops after the student's parents found a whole bunch of gross messages she'd been sending their child. Things got even worse when they found out she'd touched the young one right there in the classroom.
Do you have anything on you that's gonna hurt me, poke me, stick me, Brittany?
What?
Do you have anything on you that's gonna hurt me, poke me, stick me, anything like that?
No.
Anything dangerous? No weapons? Okay.
Can we take my ring off?
Yeah, can you?
Yes. Am I gonna be able to put it back on?
Yeah, you will. This is your personal property.
So everything that goes in this bag.
I'm gonna take your necklace off as well.
Can you unhandcuff me so I can take my belly button ring out?
Your what?
My belly button.
We'll let you.
We'll do that at the jail.
Okay.
And then we'll have you do the same with the nose ring too.
I got it. Can you turn towards me? Open up your mouth. Lift up your tongue. Okay.
Weirdly enough, Brittany's been super chill with the cops, letting them search her stuff and even helping them out. She totally knows she's in deep trouble, but is trying to be all sweet and helpful, hoping it'll make things easier for her. Even when the cops were grilling her, Brittany was still trying to be all charming and stuff, like she didn't get what a huge mess she was in. She was acting super relaxed, thinking she'd be out of there in no time. But that changed fast when they dug up the really nasty details. Watch this.
Are you from Arizona, or did you?
I moved here when I was 10.
Where was that from?
Michigan. My husband and his family are diehard Cowboys fans, so.
See, when I grew up, Cowboys were or Cowboy fans were kind of thugs. Everyone wore the starter jacket just to be, cool.
Right.
And people got their starter jackets stolen.
Yeah.
They were robbed for it, so I grew up hating the Cowboys.
Oh yeah. Can I ask you a question?
You can.
So is this arrest from the school, or was this from something separate? So I had my school call me yesterday and tell me that I was on probation, but I had his father contact me today, so I was just trying to figure out which one it was from.
Well, it's
Turns out they'd hooked up at least 4 times in a month, in Brittany's car, in her classroom, even when other students were around sometimes.
I was one of the witnesses, or one of the people that saw Ms. Zamora and my friend touch each other. And he went in the car and Ms. Zamora was in there and they had sex. He told me that we had sex. Ms. Zamora always want me to cover to see if everyone's looking. Yeah, he did show me messages. They're texting dirty stuff.
There was no way out for her after that. She begged the jury to go easy on her, totally freaked out about what was going to happen.
She would like to reach the podium, Your Honor. Certainly.
This sentencing is not only taking decades of my own life and experiences away, but those of my loved ones as well. As stated earlier, I never want to hurt anyone, and it tears me apart to know that I have, and I'm deeply sorry. I am a good and genuine person who made a mistake and regrets it deeply. I ask that you please have leniency in regard to my sentencing, that you see me as a person with a hopeful future, and not just another number or case. Thank you so much for your time and consideration.
Even though she said she was sorry and took the blame, Brittany got the shortest jail time possible, 20 years. But that's just the start of her problems. She's gonna be on super strict parole forever, has to register as a sexual predator, and the worst part is, she knows other prisoners might hurt her because of what she did. But believe it or not, there's a whole lot more than just inappropriate relationships going down in our schools. Some of this stuff is downright terrifying.
Just observing you in classroom, it looks like something's off a little bit. Have you taken anything that's, do you have a prescription for anything that maybe you have taken today that just seems like you're not the same person that I talked to this morning?
I did take some medication last night to help me with sleep because I have some anxiety stuff.
On the first day back to school, this 3rd grade teacher, Kimberly, started acting totally weird. At first she seemed fine, but then things got super strange. Her eyes were all red and bloodshot. She was slurring her words and couldn't even think straight. It was like something was really wrong with her. She tried to blame it on some sleep pills, but everyone was not having it.
You haven't taken anything while you were at school?
No.
Would you be willing to take a breathalyzer test?
If I needed to, yeah.
Alright, ready? Take a big deep breath. Blow, 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 blow. Alright, stop. Good job. You gonna tell me the truth? How much you had to drink?
I drank last night.
There's no way you drank last night.
Turns out this teacher was hammered. Her blood alcohol level was off the charts, way higher than you're allowed to drive. So there was no doubt she was drinking on the job. And guess what? They found proof right there in her classroom. Keep watching.
Here's our drink that you have. What's in this drink?
That's a Diet Coke.
Is there anything liquor in it?
Nope.
So if I go into the classroom, am I going to find anything else?
So where did the liquor come from? Did you leave campus?
Not today.
Can I check your eyes?
Yeah.
Can I stand up? Just follow the tip of my pen. Your eyes only. Do you understand? Yeah, she's intoxicated.
Am I going to get fired? Just
Honestly, yes. Or you can resign. You're under the influence at school with kids. That cannot happen.
The school boss was kinda easy on her and just let her quit, but it seemed like she wanted to stay because she kept making up crazier and crazier excuses. But when the boss found the proof, it was game over.
not just be that it's in my blood system, and that's why it's.
Unless you were drank a shit ton at like 8 o'clock this morning, I don't know how you could still be that hot.
I did drink a lot last night.
How much did you drink?
I don't. Too much.
What do you drink?
Wine.
How many bottles of wine did you drink?
We had the box.
Did you drink a whole box of wine?
Half a box.
And you stopped drinking at like 3 this morning?
Presley Johnson, please come to the office. Presley
The problem is they said you were fine this morning, and then recently they've noticed a difference, which makes me think that you drank recently.
Okay, no more games, right?
Yeah.
Other than that.
My juice.
Gonna try again? That there is wine.
The cops had to step in because she couldn't even figure out how to get home.
Please, just let me. Can we?
Hey, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. You had your chance to be honest,
Well,
and,
I did.
and then you wiped this out. I should charge you with tampering with evidence.
Please don't.
Put your hands behind your back.
No, I don't want to.
Do you want to go to jail with
No.
multiple charges?
No.
Put your hands behind your back.
Please don't do this. Please, I just want to talk to you. Can you just talk to me?
Put your hands behind your back.
Long story short, Kimberly got arrested for being drunk in public, lost her job, and is banned from the school forever. Good riddance to bad rubbish, right? Those students dodged a bullet, but Kimberly's offense pales in comparison to the gravity of the next case. On March 27, 2022, cops busted down Coach Vigilant DeHady's store with a warrant saying he'd messed with young ones as young as 12. It wasn't your average arrest. Instead of putting up a fight or acting tough, the guy straight up broke down in tears. You wouldn't expect that from someone accused of such a sick thing, right? Watch this.
Sorry, Vidge. Can I be in front of me? Can any stuff be in front of me? We'll see. But usually no. Okay. I'll do what I can. I'm doing everything I can to make you comfortable. Come here. Take them off. Come here.
The officer trying to calm him down was actually the sergeant in charge, and from the body cam footage, they seemed pretty chummy. It was like arresting your old buddy.
I'm going to share some information with you, all right? You're not handcuffed right now. I want you to remain calm and be cool, okay? There's an outstanding warrant issued for your arrest. It's out of Lake County, okay? So your beef is not with us, okay? I understand, Sergeant House and you have a relationship. Okay, we want to maintain professionalism and respect. Okay, but we still have a job.
No cuffs right away, and the guy even got to call his wife. Total VIP treatment.
Hey, Kels. Hey, I'm with Jerry. So, you know house. So I'll call you back. Okay?
We can call back in a few minutes.
Okay, they said we can call you back in a few minutes.
Listen, I got to put them behind your back, but I got these, okay? And they're bigger, so they'll fit your wrists, okay?
Turns out the whole squad knew Vigilant, not because he was some hardened criminal, but because he was a big deal in the community. Everyone loved Coach Vigilant. He runs a well-known cheerleading school that was like a second home to tons of young ones. Reviews raved about how safe and awesome the place was, but it looks like this guy who was supposed to be a role model was actually a creep.
Turn around.
You're good, you're good.
You might think his tears were a real shock, but he didn't even ask what the charges were. It's like he already knew. Maybe those tears were more about fear than anything else. Facing 10 years in prison for something like that? Terrifying.
How long will it take before they can give me?
It's going to be a few hours, okay? I'm being 100% honest with you, Vidge. I don't want to hide anything from you. Worst case scenario, if they're going to extradite you, you'll have to stay. That means take you to Lake County. You'll have to wait at the Orange County jail until they transport you to Lake County, and then you'll get bonded out in Lake County. And it's a 50-50 shot. I don't know how they do it. I don't know the process or how they decide it. I'm just letting you know there's a possibility that you might have to stay there till Monday or Tuesday until you go to Lake County.
And when more victims came forward, his situation got even worse. Fast forward to July 2023 and he finally copped to it. Now he's just waiting to find out how long he's going away. But Julio Soto wasn't like Vigilant. This guy tried to slick his way out of it during questioning, tried to hide his sick crimes.
So these kids who are telling me that you're making comments about their bodies, multiple kids are lying, multiple kids are telling me that, you know, that you've reached and you've touched them in inappropriate places. Those kids are lying. This child who says that you are her favorite teacher in the world is telling me that you have touched her and now she is lying. So it's the world against you.
In March of 2019, a young student confided in her friends that her teacher, a 49-year-old man named Julio Soto, had touched her inappropriately the month before. She said Soto had pulled her out of gym class, pretending to help her with a test. But once they were alone, he did something really wrong. A month later, the police arrested Soto and brought him in for questioning.
So you say you normally take 3 to 4 kids. What happened this time?
This time it was just her. You know, she was asking me because she goes, I was concerned about Friday because you're going to meet my mommy and all this stuff. And I said, okay, I wasn't even thinking.
But why?
What do you mean why?
Well, if you're going to take a female student to your classroom, you didn't think to let me just grab another.
And honestly, I just wanted to get her work done, get her, and then go back to specials. I'm doing great. So, and like I said, that's my bad.
While she was sitting at the U-shape or kidney table, did you walk over to check on her?
And not until she said something about her wrist or her arm.
The detectives were puzzled. Why would a teacher be alone in a room with a student? Things weren't adding up.
Was she the only one in the classroom with you at the time? Do you normally take kids in the classroom?
No, that's what I was telling them. Normally I try to get a couple kids, and I was just...
Is that like policy, or is that common practice, or what is that?
It's probably common practice. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it is written somewhere, but if you're going to bring a student back to your classroom, you always bring at least, if there's another adult there, or if not an adult, then you're supposed to bring a couple kids.
And why didn't you on that day?
I wasn't even thinking.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's why I said that's my bad. I'll get if I get a count statement from the school, that's fine. All I do was I knew parents were coming. I just wanted her to get this stuff done, and then that was it.
Soto denied everything at first, but he messed up big time. It seemed like he'd already thought about this and decided the girl wouldn't be believable.
What is that thing that's on your door? It's like a black cover. What is it for?
Oh, that's for active assailants.
Do you normally have yours drawn?
It's always up.
Okay. It's always up?
Yeah, unless we have an acting challenge and we put it down, or when the kids play with it after school. Because it's only taped.
Okay. Do you ever have yours up for like your planning period where you don't want to be bothered? So yours is always up?
Yeah.
If you're in the classroom with a student and you notice it's down, would you have fixed it?
Oh yeah, definitely.
You didn't notice it was down?
No.
At any time while in the classroom, did you say, hey, I'm going to tickle you? Did you attempt to tickle her? Did you place your hands on her in any other way?
No, other than her arm.
Okay.
Because she's one of those students that, if I did something like that, I know she would tell the whole world. So
you're telling me if you did something to her, she would tell?
Yes.
So why are we getting this allegation?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
And it was super suspicious that the door was closed. It was like he was trying to hide something. Keep watching.
I reviewed the school video that day.
Okay.
First thing, she was in a sling. She was in a sling and she was sitting on the bench. She was sitting on the bench next to a little boy. I don't know who he is, but she was sitting on
that Wednesday?
Yes.
No.
I'm literally telling you. I'm going to tell you what I saw in the school video. She was sitting on the bench with that little boy. She had a sling on her arm. She had a band around her hair, had this big ponytail. I see you come down with your class. Your class sits. You just walk around for a little bit. You then walk over directly to her. You have some type of conversation. I don't know what the conversation was about. After you have the conversation, she gets up. You guys walk up that stairwell.
The side stairwell, yes.
Walk up the side stairwell. Proceed to the second floor.
Yes.
She had a sling on.
I honestly don't remember the sling.
Okay.
I knew it was the week before, but
She had a sling on that day. She had a full sling on. Her arm was completely wrapped.
The girl had a noticeable injury, but Soto claimed to remember their conversation perfectly. The detectives called him out on this inconsistency, trying to show him that lying wouldn't work.
Now you remember taking her to the classroom to do work, and you remember specific details about her arm was hurting, and you went over to her and you were like, let me see, and you were like touching her arm. If you remember those specific details, I don't understand why you can't remember the detail about the sling, because that would explain why her arm was hurting.
Right. When I went over there was nothing on her arm.
But even if she didn't have that sling on, her arm would have still been wrapped. The arm was basically.
But it was bare.
Her arm was in this video. Her arm wasn't bare.
Right, but when she came to the classroom, it was bare.
So she would have had to take that off as she walked up with you, because on video, you walk in front of her. You go around the stairs. So these are the stairs.
Right.
You know how you walk in the door? You got to turn around, right?
Right.
To walk up the stairs. You're in front of her. She's on your left-hand side. Her arm is completely slinged. I see her go past the video with a sling on her arm, and you continue to walk up. You walk on the right side, she walks on the left.
Okay.
Have you ever tickled her?
No.
Have you ever horseplay with her?
Not horseplay, like touching her, no.
Have you ever horseplay, grab ass, whatever you want to call it? Have you guys ever did anything that would allude to being in a playful manner? Have you joked with her?
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys...
But not like one-on-one, joking in the class.
So okay, we're in a group setting. Yeah. Have you ever tried to tickle her in a group setting?
No.
Soto kept saying he didn't touch the girl, but with multiple witnesses saying otherwise, it was hard to believe him.
A lot of other students have told us, like, you'll mess around, like, every once in a while, like, joke around with them and stuff, and sometimes you'll, like, try to lighten the mood if you see that they're sad or they're down or something like that. And one of the ways that you do that is to, like, just jab them a little bit, like in the ribs or anything like that. Well, they said that you call it like a tickle, like a tickling thing, where you're like, I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna tickle you.
But I've never touched anything appropriately.
I got like more than 8 kids who told me that you said, hey, I'm gonna get your tickle spot, and you poke them. Have you ever said, I'm gonna get your tickle spot?
Honestly, I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, I may have, but I don't. But I would never, ever. Also, if I had a Bible, I would put it right there. I would. I'm sure you probably hear this all the time, but I would never touch a girl or boy, for that matter, in any inappropriate area.
Then he changed his story, saying he didn't touch her inappropriately. If he thought he could fool everyone, he'd stick to his first lie.
Have you ever received a complaint from any student on campus?
Yeah, like I told you about 2 years ago.
And what was that complaint exactly?
The same thing, the tickling.
Okay.
The tickling?
Yeah.
Okay. So you have tickled students?
No, not her.
There have been complaints from multiple students who said that they've heard and seen you gesture toward other students making comments about their bodies.
Oh my God.
Have you ever done something
No.
like that?
When they accused him of touching other students, Soto acted completely surprised. These girls were from different classes, so there was no way they could make up the same story.
So are these kids all lying on you?
Don't know.
You don't, well, that...
I know.
Well, but hold on one second. You said she was lying, but earlier you told me that if you were to ever do something, you know that she would be the one who would just go out there and tell the world.
Exactly.
So why is she telling the world?
I don't know. That's why I'm very confused and upset.
But she was one of the kids that said that you were one of her favorite teachers.
Mm-hmm.
She literally said that you're her favorite teacher in the whole wide world, and she had so much fun in your class.
Mm-hmm. I tried to.
So why the lie?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Well, I don't know why they're lying.
Right.
And I don't know why it's a whole bunch of people telling me the same story.
Mm-hmm.
The very same story. I've been doing this job for going on 11 years now.
Yeah.
And when details and stories don't change, there's usually something to it. So what I want to do is I don't want you to paint yourself as this bad person, this monster.
Oh,
okay?
that's
Hang on. I want you to paint yourself maybe as the person who may have made a mistake.
I need for you to be honest with me. If you accidentally touched her, or if you did something in a way that, or reaching over her,
right,
glazed over her shoulders or something, just tell me.
I have no problem with that.
Because that's not inappropriate touching.
Right, I have no problem with that. Like I told you last night, I have no problem. If I make a mistake, I'll confess up to it.
Yeah.
But if I know I truly didn't do something...
She went from an A student, I mean high marks in your class.
Mm-hmm.
She was doing extremely well. This specific date that we're focused so hard on right now, we've been talking about for the last, hour,
mm-hmm.
Why are her grades plummeting?
I don't know.
I mean, 60s. I mean, she's doing terribly now in your class.
And that's why we had to talk with the parents, with the 504.
But the 504 talk happened on a Friday.
Correct, yes.
Long before her grades started plummeting.
The detective kind of let him off easy at first, but Soto wouldn't budge. The girl's grades had dropped a lot, which is a big red flag that something bad happened. Soto tried to play it off like being alone with a student was no big deal, but the detective pointed out that's plenty of time for something bad to go down.
She was only in my classroom roughly 15 minutes. So there's still good...
15 minutes is
a long time.
Oh, I'm not disagreeing with you folks.
You gotta give me something here, because you're not giving me an explanation as to why this child was in that room with you for 15 minutes besides homework, and you not tell anybody. I would think you would say, "Hey, you want to come over real quick and we can go over some lesson plans? Hey, let me grab a couple of students who need to catch up on."
And that's what I said. I said that was my bad because I was just trying to rush and get through it. I wasn't thinking.
But that's not what that happened.
What are you rushing to get through?
No, just to get through to get her work done.
So these kids who are telling me that you're making comments about their bodies, multiple kids are lying, multiple kids are telling me that, that you've reached and you've touched them in inappropriate places, those kids are lying. This child who says that you are her favorite teacher in the world is telling me that you have touched her, and now she's lying, so it's the world against you.
I'm just telling you what I know.
Soto couldn't explain why his story was different from everyone else's. The detective stopped being nice and started pushing him harder.
You don't want to tell me either because you think you can outsmart me, which is not going to happen, or you don't want to tell me what happened because you're afraid.
Soto was starting to fall apart. The detectives were getting closer to the truth. Then he said something that really screwed him over. That's when he knew he was in deep trouble and finally asked for a lawyer.
It doesn't have to be the end-all, be-all.
And then I'm going to have a criminal record.
Julio, people make mistakes every day.
And
if it happened, it happened. We know it happened. We watched it happen. We're not here by mistake, and we're not here by accident, and everything is in God's plan. It's by His design. We are all sinners, and we are not all perfect.
Oh, I know.
We all fall short of the glory, man.
Tell us.
Can I have my lawyer?
Perfect.
I'm not saying I'm...
Okay, no problem.
Soto was charged with some serious stuff and had to pay a big bail to get out of jail. His trial keeps getting pushed back. If you think that's shocking, wait until you hear what Yasin did in this next case.
You decided to touch these girls. They didn't tell you to touch them. You made a decision. Honestly, you made a decision. You made a bad decision. You know that already. But if you really care about making it better, be honest. If you really care about making things right, be honest.
I did.
I know you did. Tell me what happened.
In September 2021, a sub-teacher named Yasin Asher got into big trouble. He was accused of touching little girls at the school where he worked. The girls' parents were the ones who called him out. You won't believe what he said when the cops questioned him. Watch this.
That's not true.
So these kids are all making it up?
No.
You tell me the whole school's gonna make something up?
No, I'm telling the truth about the other girl, but I don't know about.
Are you willing to take a lie detector test? It's really a stress voice analysis test.
No.
Why?
I'm afraid.
Why?
It might hurt me, that's why.
How is it gonna hurt you? It's not painful. Or you're afraid because you're not being honest with me. You cried and you told me you were sorry. You say you were sorry, you're not sorry. Because you're not being completely honest with me. If somebody's truly sorry and wants forgiveness with anybody, you will be honest. You're not sorry.
Yasin didn't exactly come clean right away. He kept saying sorry, but it seemed fake because innocent people don't apologize that much.
I don't understand why do you keep on like hiding things? These kids, what did I tell you earlier? That sooner or later everything comes out. So if I pull video, I will not see you touching anybody that day you substituted.
When the cops mentioned they had video proof, Yasin looked totally shocked. It was like he couldn't believe they caught him red-handed. Even though he tried to play dumb, the detective wouldn't let him off the hook.
Some random girl that does not even know the other students is randomly gonna say the same thing. That is just a coincidence? You're gonna sit there and lie still, or are you gonna be honest?
I did.
Finally, he admitted to doing those terrible things, but here's the kicker. He said the girls let him do it. That just shows how messed up he is.
Just touched her.
How long did that last for?
About 2 minutes.
Like what? Show me. Where your hand? On the table. You said 2 minutes. Did you leave it there or something else?
I left it there.
Okay. And while you guys were doing what? Like, was she not saying anything? Were you saying something? She just let you?
Yeah.
Yasin got in big trouble and had to go to jail for a long time for hurting those students. After he gets out, they're sending him back to his home country because he's a danger to children. You think those stories are twisted? Well, Allison's case is on another level. On June 12, 2022, the cops got called to a parking garage because of a car crash. Turns out the driver was a kindergarten teacher named Allison.
Let me talk to you over here, okay?
Okay.
So, what happened?
No, honestly, the AC in my car is out. I was fixing my hair. I didn't realize they were braking as fast as they were.
Okay.
I didn't realize there was a big line, and I literally just smacked into them. I've had 2 shots and 1 drink tonight.
Okay.
Right away, Allison kind of messed up. She admitted to drinking before the crash, but tried to play it off like it wasn't a big deal. Newsflash, drinking and driving is illegal, no matter how little you have. So she basically made the cops' job easy. Keep watching.
Right now, if you had to rate yourself on a scale of 0 to 10, with 0 being completely sober, 10 being the most intoxicated you've ever been in your life, where do you say you are right now?
Probably like a 5. Like, definitely, yeah.
Okay, so you're feeling it?
Not like yeah.
Okay. With that in mind, do you think it's a good idea for you to be driving right now?
I mean, I definitely thought it was okay to drive.
Okay,
yeah.
well, given what's happened, has your opinion changed perhaps?
I mean, no, because I was genuinely finishing my, like I said, like the AC in my car was out. I was fixing, I was trying to pull up my hair, and it was stupid of me. But
Gotcha. If I were to hand you the keys to a school bus full of kids right now, would you feel safe driving that?
Probably not, because I am an education major,
Okay.
and I do care. I would never care for any kids intoxicated ever.
Okay, so you think because you are intoxicated, it's probably not safe to be driving kids around?
Not because they're unknown.
Okay.
I would never want to have
Gotcha.
other lives reliable.
Okay. Would you be willing to do a couple tests to make sure it's good for you to be driving tonight? Okay.
Allison thought she was all that, so she agreed to take those tests to see if she was sober enough to drive. But the truth is, even a little bit of alcohol can mess with your driving skills. After she did the tests, it was clear she was way too drunk to be behind the wheel, but she didn't get it. She thought she was fine.
How did you think you did on those tests?
I feel like I did fine, to be honest.
Okay. Felt like you did fine? Like if you had to rate yourself, are we talking like 60%, 70%, 80%, 90%?
Probably like at 8, like at least passing, yeah, like.
So like 8 out of 10?
Yeah.
Okay. Hypothetical, do you think if you were to drive at an 8 out of 10 is necessarily safe, that there's a 20% chance you might be running somebody over or hurting yourself?
Honestly, no, like, obviously always want my friends to be with someone who's like 100% okay to drive. Like,
Okay.
that's obviously, but like, yes, I thought I was okay to get to the times.
Okay. Based on everything that's happened tonight, okay, with the crash that happened here, signs of intoxication I'm seeing, the performance on these tests, I don't think it's safe for you to be driving tonight, okay?
Can I have my friend take me home?
Nope. So if you can place your hands behind your back, you are under arrest for DWI right now, okay?
The cop had no choice but to arrest her. You'd think she'd feel bad or something, right? Nope. She went from crying to laughing and joking around with her friends. Can you believe she even wanted to take a picture of herself getting arrested and put her mugshot on a t-shirt? That's just crazy.
Here's your property.
Make sure you smile. I did really good on my test, I'm not gonna lie.
What was the test?
I did good. I don't know why he told me I failed.
What was the test?
Followed his fingers. I was on it. All I could see was his fingers. Walking test.
Are you in handcuffs?
Are you kidding? Yes, I'm in handcuffs.
Oh, wait. I think Clint just tried to call back.
Please don't be mad at me. I was fixing my hair while I was driving. And of course they pulled me out. And I'm really sorry. I'm not even that dumb. I've had 2 shots in 1 day. Will you put my mugshot on a t-shirt? Don't be mad at me, Frank. Like, I'm trying to be a teacher, and my dad's dead, so I don't need to be lectured right now. Be real. Okay, but wait, take a snap. Oh no. Not the lip.
Really haven't met that many people that are excited for this.
Allison had to spend the night in jail. She's facing some serious charges for drunk driving, and it's gonna cost her a lot of money to get out. We've talked about creepy teachers, but it gets even worse when the principal is involved. On August 30, 2022, the cops got called to a crazy scene. This middle school principal, Aretha Dooley Malloy, had crashed her car into 2 houses. Can you believe that? When the cops got there, she was acting totally normal, like nothing happened.
What happened?
I just have to go to the bathroom, sir.
Okay,
really
but you're not answering my questions for me.
Yes, sir.
What happened?
I just have to go to the bathroom.
No, that's not the question that I asked you.
There was no accident, sir. There was no.
Man, look at your vehicle.
I look at the vehicle.
Okay, hold on.
I just have to go to the bathroom.
You're not understanding me. I need you to look where your vehicle is, right?
Yes.
I need you to see that all of your airbags have deployed.
They have,
right?
sir.
You do not have shoes on right now.
I took them off in the car because I came out to speak to you, sir.
She kept saying she was fine even though her car was a total mess, but you could tell something was off. She was stumbling around and couldn't keep her balance. Everyone knew she was drunk.
Can you just get the license, registration, insurance from me, please?
Yes, sir. Can I just go to the bathroom, please?
I need to deal with this first, and then we could proceed.
I just have to go to the bathroom. I can't hold it. I'm just being honest. I cannot hold it, sir.
I understand, man, but right now you're involved in a motor vehicle accident.
I'm not. The airport is the bag because I stopped short. I really have to go to the bathroom. I can't do this, please. I'm sorry. I'm asking. My father was a retired sergeant detective in New York, in New Rochelle. I have to go to the bathroom.
This lady thought she was hot stuff, mentioning her dad was a cop like it would save her, but the cops weren't buying it. She kept asking to go to the bathroom, but it was obvious she was just trying to waste time.
I didn't hit anything. I just need to stop. I have to go to the bathroom. I'm fine. My license just fell there. I have my driver's license. It fell there.
It fell where, man?
Insurance. It fell on the side, sir. I just have to go to the bathroom.
Okay.
And I just told you I had to really go to the bathroom really bad.
Okay, I understand that, but we're a little limited on options as to
You have the driver's license around us, right? Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
I really have to go to the bathroom. That's all
Okay.
I asked.
Are we going to run through tests? Okay.
Yeah,
Let's get moving.
The cops were getting tired of her drama, so they made her do those tests to see if she was drunk. But then she started acting like she was sick. Watch this.
I'll take the test, but I really...
Okay.
Sir?
I got you. Like I said, you take the test or you come with me in cuffs. Those are the only two options that I'm giving you right now.
I will take the test.
Okay.
I have to.
I understand. You have to. No.
Do the test.
I have to do the test before you use the
I'm
bathroom.
just saying I have to.
We understand. You have been telling me that you have to use the bathroom since I got here.
That's it.
Okay, I got you. Take the test.
I can't.
Okay, Justin, we're going to move it over here.
You see these cuffs, right? Take this test or you're coming in handcuffs.
So my partner's going to read from a book aloud, and I'm going to demonstrate the test so you can see it, and then you're going to perform. I understand that, but you're not going to piss in that bush over there.
Are you refusing to conduct this test right now because of your whatever medical conditions you're in?
What I'm stating to you is that I have to use the bathroom.
So let me ask you this. Are you able to perform this test?
I'm unable to perform the test that you're asking me to perform.
Ma'am, just do me a favor, turn around. Put your arms behind your back.
Okay, I can do it. No, sir, I can do it.
Okay.
It's fine. It's fine.
This, okay?
No, sir, I'm fine.
After a lot of back and forth, the cops finally got her to do the tests. She failed miserably. They arrested her and put her in the back of the cop car. But even then, she wouldn't cooperate. She refused to take a breathalyzer and wouldn't let the cops fingerprint her. It was like she was trying to start a fight.
I'm gonna go back because I think there's a little confusion of what's going on. I'm gonna say this one more time. Last chance, it's on body camera. I will go to court that day. The law requires you to submit samples of your breath for testing. Will you submit samples of your breath? Yes or no?
I can't ask any questions.
Great. Okay, that's a refusal. We'll take that refusal.
I'm not refusing anything.
Great.
I'm just asking, why am I
too many
not
chances, man.
permitted to answer the question?
Refusal. Okay, yeah. She's gonna fingerprint you now.
Can I ask the
now,
question?
we gotta fingerprint you and then we'll be on the way, okay? But just so you know, I've read that at least 10 times. My partner tried to read the other thing at least 10 times. Great. And each time I made it clear.
I'm sitting here doing it and you're just asking me to do it.
Come on.
Stop.
Can someone else do it? I put it in here.
No, ma'am. Go on and hold yourself in, please.
I'm asking.
Ma'am.
I'm asking.
And I'm telling
to
you,
do it.
and I'm telling you to go back into the cell.
Why?
I'm telling you to go back in the cell.
I understand what you're telling me, but why?
It's done. Go.
I went to the bathroom.
Ma'am.
I washed my hands. I'm willing to put it in.
Ma'am, we're asking you for simple instructions. Like I've been telling you time and time again. Can you go into the cell, please?
But I'm willing to put it up there.
We're past that. Because you lost your chance. Can you go to the cell,
What do you mean I lost my chance?
Ma'am, go back to the cell.
I don't understand.
Ma'am, go to the stand. I care less.
Okay.
Go back in the stand.
But,
go back in the
So
cell.
you're refusing
Go
to
back
let
in
me
the cell.
to fingerprint myself.
Ma'am,
You're eventually going to get
ma'am, please go into the cell.
But why are you punishing me?
Ma'am, you're punishing
I'm
yourself.
asking
ma'am,
to put myself
please go
up
into the
here.
cell.
Okay, can you do it?
Or are you wanting to continue then?
Ma'am, I haven't done anything.
So no more questions. No more talking.
I haven't asked any questions.
Okay.
Just
I haven't
let her
asked
do her
any
job.
questions.
Can you let my partner do her
I
job?
haven't done anything.
Okay, so
I put my hands up.
If we keep going,
wiped
you're just
my
gonna go back in the
hands.
cell. Thank you.
Finally, some guy named Bill Rutherford showed up and the cops let her go. Can you believe that? She got charged with drunk driving and driving an unregistered car. And guess what? She quit her job as principal.